I'm trying to platinum 100 games before the end of the year, and we're starting on Titanfall 2. Now, I've already been posting platinums on TikTok and for doing it in general just for fun, but it's time to make videos. So to quickly begin, I already got 4 achievements prior to all of this, so to quickly list them off, I got free association for joining a multiplayer network, lock and load for customizing a multiplayer loadout, become the master of placing top 3 in the gauntlet scoreboard, and so it begins for winning the multiplayer match. And I almost made a mistake and forgot to list graduate for completing training, just saying. But anyways, now to begin, this is our very first collectible right here. Right after finishing training, we get to select difficulty, which we select master. Then we make our way to the end of the first mission where a Titan lands on Cooper, leaving him dazed. Kinda like how your mom left me last night. And soon after, Cooper's mentor and BT's pilot gets murked. And then the next mission begins where Cooper wakes up to 2 prowlers and they're about to breed with him. Then it turns out BT's alive and saves us from the girth we're about to receive. We make our way over to BT where it turns out Ty's alive and he turns Cooper into a pilot before he dies. Then we bury Ty and we get his gear like the jump kit and his helmet. And then we get our first main objective now, which is to acquire 2 batteries for BT to repair him, which is located in a destroyed ship. As we're making our way to the first battery, we run into 2 prowlers, but also our second collectible right here. And there are 46 in the game. And after progressing a little bit more, we finally acquire our very first battery. Then we make our way back to BT, and there are a few soldiers surrounding him, but we quickly deal with them. Then I finish the last guy and put the battery inside of him, and that powers him up halfway, so we make our way to the next battery, which gives us our first achievement, Apex Predator, for doing a takedown while invisible. And a little ways up ahead, I run into an enemy camp and take everyone out. And then right after, I make it inside the ship and acquire the final battery. Perfect. Then on my way back to BT, I find the third collectible of the game right here. And then I make my way back to BT once more and clear out all the enemies, giving him the final battery. Which doing so gives us another achievement called BT Prime for fully powering him up. And then now inside BT, we finally make it to the next mission. And at the very beginning of the mission, we fight a lot of Titans and get another achievement called Excessive Force for killing a Titan with the burst core. There we go, Excessive Force, baby. Then right after, we get another achievement called Close Shave for protecting our teammates. Then we make our way inside where we get our next collectible, the first helmet from Mission 2. Let's go. Then we clear out a good few enemies before eventually running into the next collectible. A little ways forward, we get an achievement called Fire Everything for destroying a Titan with a salvo core. Let's go, another achievement I didn't mean to get. And then after clearing out all the enemies, we get the next collectible right here. And then a little ways ahead, we get our next collectible right here. And then again, another collectible. Go, helmet number 5. And then the final one on the mission right here. And after getting the collectible, clearing some enemies, we fight our first boss, Kane, which we easily take out and get an achievement from called Hot Mess. Hot Mess. And after some dialogue, the mission finishes. On to the next mission, we get our first collectible right here and an achievement called Off the Beaten Path for collecting 10 collectibles.
Ooh, Off the Beaten Path. I have no idea, but I'll gladly take it.
Not too far from there, we get our second collectible of the mission. And after fighting a good amount of enemies, we get our next collectible right up here. And then after getting back to BT, we get an achievement called Flame On for destroying a Titan with a flame core.
Flame on, boys, let's go. Oh, shit.
Then after that, the final collectible of the level right here. We go. The fourth collectible. And then we make our way back to BT that gets captured and starts the next mission. Then on the next mission, we get our first collectible right away, and an achievement right after called Some Shortcut. It's just a story achievement for entering the area. And now getting in combat in these areas, I can tell you right now, this is where Master Difficulty really was a pain in the ass. But thankfully, I did eventually get through it like at least 20 minutes later. And then die some more. Alright. But I do clear them out and grab the collectible right above them.
There's the second one of Into the Abyss Part 2.
And then after a lot more dying, we finally get the last collectible
And
of
here's
the mission.
the final helmet of Abyss Part 2. Eat me.
And after, we get another story achievement called Incepted. Then right after that, we get put into a fighting simulator, but with the real robots and people. Then in the same area, I get an achievement called I'm Not Locked in Here with You for destroying all of Ash's Reapers. Then after, we make it to the next level where we get another collectible.
There's the first helmet of Into the Abyss Part 3.
Not too far later, we get the final collectible of that level.
There we go. The second Into the Abyss Part 3 helmet. I'm in love.
Then we make it to the end of the level where we fight Ash. Yes, the same Ash from Apex Legends. I'm hard. Surprisingly, she was an easy fight, just like Kane, and I still have no idea how they recovered her.
You motherfucker.
And we get 2 achievements for this. Coup de Grace for executing another Titan, and Dust to Dust for killing Ash. Then we escape the area and make it to the next mission. And then now on the next mission, we have 2 collectibles we can get right away, which we do right here.
Second one. Right there, boys. Love to see it. Makes my heart.
And then we make it to the next part of the level and also miss a collectible where I have to come back for. And then right here I get a story trophy called Following the Footsteps, which is just for listening to Anderson's logs. And then right here I get my first collectible of the level. Not too long after I get the second collectible. And then right here is where I realize I missed a collectible.
Well, I'll get off them.
So I restart the mission, and the one I missed is right here after the elevator. And right here is how I realized I missed it. Yeah, I know. I'm dumb. And right here is where I would have been if I didn't have to restart the mission, but the next collectible is right here. And then not too far later, I get another collectible and an achievement called the Collector for collecting 25 collectibles.
Oh, the Collector, boys. Easy achievement. I'm dead.
And then quite literally right after the last collectible is the last one of the level right here.
Oh, the last helmet. Literally right after. Easy win.
And we continue on our way, not too far, and complete the whole level. Well, chapter. And then on the next chapter, we have to fight a few Titans, and we get an achievement right here called Angel of Death for destroying a Titan with the Flight Core.
Angel of Death, bros. Easy win.
And after we deal with all of the Titans, we interact with this ball and get an achievement called Secret Plans, which is a story trophy.
Achievement, Secret Plans.
And then we make it to the next mission where we just clear out some enemies and make it inside, bringing us to the next part of the level. And after clearing out some enemies, we get our first collectible of the mission.
Oh, the first helmet on, I guess that's part of the whole mission?
And then pretty far into the level, we get the arc tool, which we need to progress the story with, and an achievement called Unlicensed Nuclear Accelerator, which we get for acquiring the arc tool.
God, I feel actually so bad right now, not gonna lie.
And then a little bit further, we get the final collectible of the level.
3, 2.
And this is why I needed the arc tool, that way I could power up the beacon. And right here, I do power up the beacon, and I get an achievement called Calling CQ, which is just a story trophy.
Let's go. Another easy achievement. Calling CQ, baby.
In just a few minutes after, I climb up this building and get the first collectible of this level.
First helmet on here, boys.
And then practically right beside the other collectible is the second collectible of this mission.
The second one.
And then right here, right after BT throws us, is the third collectible.
Here's the third one.
Then we continue on with the mission and climb up onto this building and get the fourth collectible.
And number 4.
And right here is number 5. God, don't you just love it when they're so close? Kind of like how close I left your mom last night. Get out! Anyways, then number 6 is right up ahead just from the last one.
Number 6, I think? Yes.
Then after a good while of not dying, I died in probably the dumbest way imaginable.
Bro, what the fuck? Dude came around the corner and jabbed me.
Sadly, I did miss an achievement here, but I come back for it later, so it's fine. But I did get the next collectible, so number 7. And then right here, we acquire an achievement called 4 bars, which is just another story trophy.
Oh, 4 bars, baby.
Then we make it back to BT and clear out a few enemies, and then BT throws us onto the tower. And then after he throws us up, we get to the next collectible, which is number 8.
And number 8.
And we ascend a little bit more and get the final collectible on this level.
And number 9.
You want to be a hero, yeah? Keep coming.
And after we finally get down, we have to fight the next boss, Richer, I think that's how you say his name. And in the process, we do get an achievement called Face Melter for using the laser core on an enemy.
Felt that one.
Laser core ready.
And he was definitely more of a pain, but we did finally defeat him, and we got a trophy called See You at the Party for defeating him. Then finally make it to the next mission where we land all cinematic and shit. After fighting our way through, we get another achievement here called Hat Trick for destroying 3 enemy titans with 1 core ability.
Hat trick, boys. Hell yeah, I'm hard. Don't even know what that is.
And then after clearing everyone out, we get our very first collectible on this mission here.
Here we go. First one on Trials of Fire.
And then I got the next one very soon after. This is the second one.
Here's the second one right here.
And the next one being really close by from the last one also. And the third one right here.
Go, the third one. Let's go, boys.
And then we make it to the end of the mission where we get another achievement called Precious Cargo. Just another story trophy.
There we go. Precious Cargo. Another story achievement. I'm hard.
And then at the start of the next mission, I quickly clear everyone out and get the first collectible of the level right here.
Now there it is. There we go.
And sadly right here I kind of screwed up because inside that ship right there was the next collectible. I missed it and the checkpoint starts right there as you can see, so I had to restart the whole level just to get it. But when going through the mission again, I did actually get Pied Piper achievement for activating a stalker map. Now after making it back, I can tell you I did not make the same mistake again.
He's not thinking. Oh no, wait a second.
Yeah, that one was freaking dumb.
Right here, I got the third collectible of the level. And then we run into the next boss. This boss is the worst boss in the game, at least on master difficulty. And this dude killed me a lot, more than I'm even gonna show now.
Oh, this piece of shit. Fuck. Why you... What the... Oh my... Every 2 seconds. I just got out of cover and he wants going around. Oh, fuck. He hit me through cover again.
But we do finally take him out, thanks to me just switching to practically his class. Then he comes out of nowhere, turns out he's not dead, and sends us in the air. Then I quickly get up to save BT's life since he's getting manhandled, kind of like how I manhandled your sister, and then I get defanged trophy for killing Viper. And before I leave, I quickly show Valkyrie's daddy some respect. And afterwards, we make it inside the ship and we get the ball, which I'm pretty sure is called the Ark. Then we put the Ark inside of BT, which gives us the trophy, the Ark, which is a storage trophy. Sadly, we were captured, but BT saved us once more, just not from Girth, sadly. And then they take out my boy BT. And afterwards, we finally wake up, and BT's barely alive, but he gives us the Sear Kit, which only is installed on Vanguard classes like him, which has a data knife, smart pistol, and a memory card, you could say, so we can bring him back. After acquiring everything, we escape the area, smart pistol and memory in hand. Then we make it outside and get the first collectible of the level. And right after, the new Vanguard model is ready, so we call it in and get Titanfall, another story trophy. And of course, now BT's looking sexy, and we get another achievement, Jack of all trades, for getting all weapon classes for BT in the game. Then not too long after, we get an achievement called Aimbot for using the Smart Core on a Titan.
Aimbot, bitches.
And then we make our way inside, getting the second collectible on this mission, which leaves us with only one left for the achievement. Then we get the last collectible right here, which gives us the trophy Every Nook and Cranny for getting all the collectibles in the game.
Here we go, boys. The final one. Here we go. Every nook and cranny.
And then we continue on and run into the final boss of the game, Sloan, which is definitely, again, not bad compared to Viper. And right here we defeat her, giving us the achievement No Salvage for killing Sloan. After losing a good friend, we do get an achievement called the Real Pilot's Gauntlet, just another story achievement for practically completing the mission. And after finishing the game, we get 3 trophies: Certified Pilot for completing the game on regular, Renowned Pilot for completing the game on hard, and Legendary Pilot for completing the game on master difficulty.
Millions of others call it home.
And now we have a few missable trophies that we need to go back and clean up, so we're gonna go do that right now. The first one we get is on Effect and Cause Chapter 2, where we have to kill a caged prowler. And it's literally at the beginning of Chapter 2, just right here. And then back on the final mission, we get I Have the Power for using a sword core on a Titan. And then I just restart the checkpoint and I get another achievement called Cowboy Up for riding an enemy Titan.
Here we go. It should be, well, one achievement. Never mind. Shit.
And I had to restart checkpoint again, but I get another achievement called You Can Be My Wingman Anytime by destroying a Titan as a pilot.
There we go. You can be my wingman anytime, bitch. Let's go. Eat my ass.
And then I get another achievement right here called Power Slide for sliding and killing 3 enemies in a row. And then right after, I get an achievement called Annihilation for killing 25 enemies in 2 seconds as a Titan.
There we go. Annihilation, baby. Let's go.
And right here, I had to go replay an older mission, pretty much to the very end, to get the trophy Robot Army for acquiring 6 friendly stalkers at the same time.
Pilot may be attempting to transmit from there.
Zulu 1-6 to Richter. The pilot's intentions are unknown. He may be attempting to
Okay, I've done that's 6. Okay, thank you. Holy shit.
And for the final trophy, I had to replay the final mission and watch the long-ass intro, but then I got I Know Kung Fu for killing 3 enemies in a row while wall running. As soon as I got it, then the platinum, Mark of the Advocate, finally. So yeah, that's the platinum for Titanfall 2. It's an amazing game. I wish I played it prior, other than just multiplayer, but yeah, great game. And if you enjoyed the video, then go like and subscribe, and follow me on TikTok. Please.